What you doing, little Chris? What you doing? You knocking down? Put the camera on.
Hey guys, today we're going to review the Haloview BT7 Plus. The difference between the Plus and the regular BT7 is it comes with the two side cameras that you put in place of your marker lights on each side of your camper. I'll show you what comes in the box. It's a 7-inch monitor and it has place for two antennas. It comes with a sunshade to keep the glare off of the monitor. It comes with a mounting bracket to permanently affix this monitor to your vehicle if you want to, with the little finger screws. It comes with a 3M mount that slides into the back of the monitor, and you can actually mount it, vertical or horizontal, and adjust it to your view. It comes with power adapters to power up the monitor system, and different come with all the antennas. So you get two for the monitor, one for a side camera, the other for the other side camera, and one for the rear camera. So these are the marker light cameras itself. So this is the passenger side. So the camera has the antenna here. And then that's the driver's side. Looks identical except for it goes this way. And then your rear camera has a antenna, can go here, and they suggest when you're mounting this to the surface like this that the antenna be leaned out 15 to 30 degrees away from your RV. If your rig is 42 to 65 feet in length and you're getting a glitchy image or it drops out or whatever, you also have this antenna that you can mount on the roof of your RV and route the cable to the antenna port. So the mounting system for the back camera is your rubber gasket. You have a magnet mount, and there's your power cord. And if your RV has a single-ended wire for the DC power, this is a terminal block to terminate to, then plug in the power cable. All stainless steel hardware and wire nuts. It also came with a couple of sticky back tie downs that you can use to route the cables. So that's what comes in the box. This system has a 65-foot capability for your rig. So if your rig's 65 feet and the camera is in the cab and the rear camera's in the back, 65 feet is roughly the length. It can be used as a surveillance system, and if it has an open range of 984 feet. So this actual monitor you could take, as long as you have 10 to 32 volts DC, you can power this guy up. It holds an SD card and you can have it set to record. It also has a speaker on the back so you can hear what's going on through the cameras, because the cameras have a microphone. So you can hear what they're saying, but you can't speak to them. But you can hear what's being said or done or any actions. And you can actually play back what it records on this monitor on your SD card. So we're going to install this and see what we think about it and try it out. Hi, ready? Now I'm going to pull the plug out of the back of the camper, make sure the wire's in there, and got to clean a bunch of caulk off. Then we're going to test the voltage of that there wire. It's probably connected to the running lights, so we'll have to back the truck up, plug that in, or place an appropriate jumper in the receptacle, which I'm not going to do that. I'll just plug the truck up. Okay.
We haven't had to turn the air conditioner on today because there's a cool breeze blowing That mountain air has kept it cool. We opened all the windows.
Trying to make a caulk-free work surface.
Quit flinging stuff at me.
Okay, there's no DC. I'll check AC for giggles. There's no such thing as that. So it is currently dead. Alright guys, after verifying that the running lights is the power source for the cable, we wound up putting in the connectors and powering up the camera, and then we proceeded to mounting it. So at this point we stuck the camera up there, we marked out the holes, we pre-drilled a smaller drill bit and inserted all the screws. Of course you put the rubber gasket between the camera and your fifth wheel and make sure everything's level, tighten it up. So after finishing the rear camera, having everything tested, we're going to move on to the installation of the first side camera. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is pull off the side marker cover, and then we'll have to remove the two screws. Then we're going to need to cut the caulk to separate the light from the rig. Alright, now we got the caulk cut, we can actually separate the light from the rig. We can get the existing connectors out of the hole. Now we have exposed the wiring. So at this point we will separate the old connectors and the light from the wiring. We'll do the preparations of the wire for the new light and camera. Once you're done with that, we need to clean all the old caulk off. Alright, now we got the caulk cleaned up. We can take the lens cover off of the light. You simply do that with a flathead screwdriver. And on this camera light system for the side is individual wires for positive and negative. So you have the opportunity to power up the camera on a different circuit versus the running light circuits. But since our rear camera is wired to the running lights, we're just going to connect both of these to the same power source. That way they're on when the running lights is on. And just take a note that, like with our Ford, it has an automated light system in the truck, and basically means that the lights cut off and on during dusk till dawn or whatever. So this means that you will need to run your running lights in a manual mode in your vehicle so the cameras work during the day when you're towing. Alright, now we have the new light and camera wired in. I'm going to put the existing wire loom back on to protect the cables. And at this point we're ready to start mounting the light and camera to the rig. So what I did is I got the light back in the same position as the other one was and installed one screw and got a level on the back of the camera and got everything level and installed the rest of the screws. And once we're done with all the screws, there's 4 of them in total, we'll pop the cover back on, and then we'll install the antenna on the camera itself, and it's just hand tight only. And then we're ready to move on to the other side.
So we have the new Haloview cameras up. You can see that you can see all around the camper. We have 3 cameras, so you can see on both sides. And then the bottom view is the rear view, so you can see if anything's behind you. It assists in backing up. You can see if, you know, for safety purposes, if a kid or a dog or anything walk back there, that would be helpful. While we're driving, we'll be able to use these. The top 2 are like, you know, your blind side assistant, so that you can see what's on the side of you when you're changing lanes on the roads. So we're excited to have this new system and be trying it out.
Here, you can actually go over to Q mode. And that's where you change how you want your cameras. Like right now, we could do just 1 and 2 camera. We could do different camera views. Okay, so when you got the cameras pulled up with this button here, you just simply mash it to change what speaker you want to hear. So right now it's up here on the driver's passenger side, the front of the camper. Now that one, and then this is the rear, which we would use when we're backing in somewhere.
Nice.
So you can say stop or whatever.
The monitor comes with a couple of different bracket options. You can affix it to your dash. We saw one guy who added Velcro straps to the back of it and hung it on his rearview mirror. We decided to use one of the brackets that come with it and a suction cup for the windshield that we already had. This worked well for us on the drive home, and so we'll probably mount it this way in the future. We also just wanted to show you what it looks like if you bring it inside to use it for a security camera.
Alright guys, so using the camera for the first time on our way home from this trip, I really liked how the camera helped in assisting me in swapping the lanes. So it made sure I had clearances and I could tell where the vehicle was at all times, and it really helped a lot.